Hello and welcome back to the garden. Now the weather has been really hot and I've not been able to get anything really done over the last few weeks. It's just been too intense. Now we've had a little bit of a cooling down and I can get back outside and start doing things. As you can see, the bamboo has really started to grow a little bit, so I'm going to be cutting that back down and tidying that. I have moved the picket fence that used to be underneath one section of the mini orchard, and I'm going to use that as a border down by the new pond, and I'll show you the work I'm going to do there. Then, if I'm able to, the soft fruit border, the raspberries are finished now. I'd like to cut down those, start lifting some in preparation for extending the base where I'm going to be putting a new storage unit. So, fair few bits to go through. So, welcome to July in A Year Gardening. One thing to remember, I think I've said before, is that when you cut the bamboo, that's going to be its maximum height. You'll get a few leaves, but you won't get the stalks growing anymore, which is wonderful. So you're able to keep this at a nice regular height, apart from the stalks that grow through. This takes a little bit of a while to just tidy up, but it's nice when it's all done. And I like to keep it nice and clear here because I've got my hot tub underneath it. Don't want too much falling down into that. So we can take that out down here. There we are. Oh, lost that one. Let's pick that up. And then we can have this looking really nice and tidy again. Still a bit warm. And that means it's still a little bit difficult to breathe out here. So, keep going. Gradually getting there. Have the whole thing looking a lot better very soon. Oh, lovely. It's so nice when you just get in control of the garden and you can sit back and just enjoy it. Well, that's looking a lot better. So, leave that for now and then we'll move on. There's a bramble there, let's get rid of that. There it is. Right, I'm going to get that tidied up down here as well. Lovely. Right, on to the next bit. Well, I thought we'd pop down the greenhouse and just take a little look at these tomatoes down here. They're doing okay, but lots of flowers. We've got no fruit set yet. It's seemingly fairly late, but I believe there's a little bit just on here. Oh yeah, we've got some little tomatoes coming there. It's quite handy. That's the first ones I've seen. But they're getting quite tall now. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some nice fruit in a couple of weeks' time, which we can start having with our salads and things. Right, on to the next bit. Well, time for a little bit of citizen science. I've got my mobile phone and it's time to start counting some butterflies, because this time of year it's the big butterfly count. And so we download the app onto the phone and spend 15 minutes at a nice sunny part of the day just counting butterflies. It's such a calming, relaxing and fun thing to do. So let me just show you now the app on the phone. Well, as you can see, I've downloaded the app onto my phone, and when opening the app it brings you to your home page with menus at the bottom. So we're just going to open the identification chart, and then you can scroll through the different butterflies that are commonly seen on the butterfly count. And as you find one that you want to learn more about, you can just tap on that and it will open up the full description page on that butterfly, giving its shapes and also the distribution across the UK, which can be very, very useful. So coming back onto the main page of the app, we're ready to start counting. So spend 15 minutes and count the butterflies in your garden. Well, as you can see, it's a really easy thing to download and put on your phone, a bit of fun, and you can count as many times as you like, right the way through to the first week of August. So if you want to do it once, or if you want to do it every day, that's entirely up to you. It's great fun. And last year was a bit of a bad year for the butterflies. This year looks like it's going to be a lot better. We've had loads and loads of butterflies in the garden this year, and I hope you have too. So enjoy. Well, this is where I'm going to put this bit of picket fence along here, connected to the bridge going over the pond. And now I've laid this out so I know that it's exactly the right length. I haven't got to cut it at all, but I do need to clear a lot of the plants from here. So what I'm going to do, take this out of the way, cut back the plants so I've got a nice clear line, then bring a gravel board to make a nice straight line, dig a trench, put this in, backfill it, and then we'll be ready to fix it onto the bridge. A lot of tidying up to do here, but well worth doing. Let's just pop this down for a minute so it doesn't fall anywhere. Lovely. Right, let's get on with that. Actually, I might even leave that till tomorrow now. Well, that's tidied back a bit now, and I was hoping to start to dig and clear the trench through, but unfortunately that is rock solid. We just haven't had any rain or anything to enable me to dig this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to water it a bit, and in the forecast over the next few days there's a bit of rain, so maybe that'll get damp enough that I can dig. I only need a trench about 5 or 6 inches deep to come through here and then put the fence in, and I can backfill it. Then I can plant some grass seed down this side, tidy it up, make it look really nice. But unfortunately the weather has not been with us to do that at the moment, which also means that the soft root border that I was going to start to clear through is going to be as hard as this, so there's no point even thinking about that at the moment. So I'm going to leave that for now, and hopefully once we get a little bit of water in here I'll be able to dig this out. But at least we're getting there, we're starting to do it, and that's the main thing. Oh well, another day. Well, we've had the rain and that's been fantastic. So I've done my little trench and I put the fence in down the gravel board. We've got a fair bit to do, just backfill it, make it nice, and then I'll get some grass seed up this side, which will make the grass area much better. But I'm quite pleased with the way that's gone so far. Cleaning out the area was a fair bit of hard work, but that's done. A little bit of broken fence at the end there around the side, but I've got another bit of fence to go in along the side, reopened the entrance there, which is a little bit overgrown at the moment, but it's going to be good. So that's lovely. Now, what I want to do now is I want to show you a little plant that my daughter gave me, which she thought was dead, but now I've got the opportunity to show you that not all plants are dead when you think they are. So let's have a look at that one. Well, at this time of year, we're looking at tidying up a couple of plants. The honeysuckle needs cutting back now, and also lavender. This is one that my daughter gave me last year, and so I'm going to take a few cuttings of this, but I'm taking out all of the dead now because it's not needed. So the dead stuff we'll just get rid of straight away. The not needed at all. But there are some nice bits on here which we will use to take some cuttings from. You can see here there's a nice plant, but then there's a lot of dead on there as well. So I'm just going to clear all of the really old nasties out of here, because we don't need those anymore. But there is some really nice central plant and grow for next year. So I'm going to clear all this out of here. Lovely, look at that. And can you smell the lovely lavender? Oh, that's the thing, we can't smell it on the television, can we? There we go. Clear all this. And there we go, we've got a rather pleasant little lavender plant. Clear the little dead bits off the top here. Look at that. Superb. Right. So I've now got a rather pleasant little plant here. Clear all the rubbish from there. That will be growing for next year as a lovely little lavender bush. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some new compost in there. Then just tidy the top off and happy days. And I'm going to make myself a load of cuttings out of the bits that I've cut off of there, and we'll have a load of new plants for next year. So that's about all I'm going to have time to do today. So let's just sum up and tell you about what's going to be happening as we go forward in a year gardening for 2025. So time to end the day. Well, I've just been down watering in the greenhouse and coming back up here for about 100 foot or so running down the garden. We've got a public footpath running beside the garden, and it's not been maintained very well, and the brambles and nettles are growing up and growing into the garden, which isn't very nice. So I've got to spend some time sorting that out. But that's all I've got for you today. I hope you found the show entertaining, and we'll make sure that the woodland border edging is looking nice when we join each other again. Now I'm going to take a few weeks off, so I won't see you again till September. I'm going to take a little bit of time out, but when I come back, it should be finished. The soft fruit border should be done, and I'll have this tidied up from the public footpath beside the property. So there's a fair bit that I'll bring you in my show in September. But as I say, that's all I've got time for today. Got to take life easy and gradually crack on with things. But it's all been fun. I love spending my time with you, and I hope you enjoy spending your time with me as well. So just leaves me to say, take care, be kind to each other, and happy gardening. I'll leave you with a small glass of Cabernet Sauvignon. All the best, everybody. Cheers. Oh.